It is on now.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry, I didn't know. Okay. All right. Let's try it again. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and peace to everyone. This is a very special occasion. When I look around and see the parents and the graduates and the tables decorated so wonderful, this is a blessing. We're coming together to celebrate what our children have accomplished during very challenging times. We're going to get ready now. We've given everyone an opportunity to stand in line and come in. So this would also be a good picture to take if you like, but please don't get in each other's way from parent excitement and friends and family. So we're going to have the graduating class of MET, both the 12th graders, OIA, and our 8th graders. This is wonderful. Alhamdulillah. Let's go. Let's go. They're coming. Here they come, graduating classes. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. Congratulations, graduates. I see some staff. Alhamdulillah. What a blessing. I see some staff. I think they want to be part of the procession. Alhamdulillah. Good time to take some pictures. Alhamdulillah, you all are beautiful. Congratulations, graduating classes. Oh, alhamdulillah. Keep moving. Keep on moving. Come on, time to take pictures. Where's those smiles? All right. Are we ready for the next group? We've got room. We'll make room. Okay, take your pictures, please. This is beautiful. These are our seniors, correct? These are our seniors. And here comes the other graduating class. Alhamdulillah, look at this. Move over, make room. Beautiful. Come on. Come on, this is beautiful. Alhamdulillah. Congratulations. Barakallah. All right, now I'm going to move out the way so you all can take the pictures of the graduating classes and yell and holler and clap and celebrate and be happy. All right. This is our other graduated class of our adults, of our teachers, of the staff. I don't know about you, and this is impromptu, but I want you to know every time I come to this school, I see them, and we are very blessed to have their commitment and dedication, their expertise, their talents, their skills, their knowledge. So please make sure you get a copy or a picture of our staff. And I see a few more staff hands working around. Is there any other of the staff that we need to have up here? Teacher Mona. I was looking. Teacher Mona. Yeah, you yell her. You're out of color, but that's all right. Come on. We want you up here as part of the staff. Yes? Yes. You all encourage her. Yes. Yes. Of course. Now I want you to know something. None of this would have taken place with Allah's mercy and blessing. And my brother from another mother and great educator and wonderful person is here taking pictures. So you got to put your camera down. You got to go on up there. Go on. I'm putting you on the spot. Come on. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. This is beautiful. Please take a picture. These are the people who have been responsible, and we have trusted with our children and with our environment. Say when. Okay, alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair. You're more than welcome. My pleasure. Alhamdulillah. My pleasure. My pleasure. I want to share this with you so we can get started. We've had our procession, and I can't tell you enough how pleased and thankful I am, and how honored I am to be at the graduation of our youth. Do you know all of us have contributed to this time? I'll talk about that later because we have so many things to cover, and I want you to know that you are very welcomed. This is your extended home. This is the home that you have worked for, along with outstanding staff to make this happen. I remember having classes in the basement of different people's homes. That was the beginning. I remember having 12 students at the basement of Portland State University. I don't want you to remember my age, but I want you to be aware that we've come a long ways, and it is through our collective efforts. We're going to get ready and have a Quranic recitation of Allah. And please forgive me, Madiha Ansari, 8th grade. Come on. Allahu Akbar. One of our graduates.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق خلق الإنسان من علق اقرأ وربك الأكرم الذي علم بالقلم علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Now we have the Quran translation by Muna Dahr. Muna, we need you, 12th grade.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Proclaim or read in the name of thy Lord and cherisher who created men out of mere clot of cartilage blood. Proclaim in thy Lord is most bountiful. He who taught the use of the pen taught men which is not he knew.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Well, it's my turn. My name is Nadir Najib, and it is a pleasure and an honor to be here. It's a pleasure and an honor to be welcomed and asked to speak to you. I think you already know, those of you who know me, is that I love you. And I am pleased to be part of this celebration. So many things have happened throughout the years, but we have something to celebrate. We're here together to celebrate an accomplishment in spite of challenges, hardships. Our children, our youth, have stepped up and have proceeded on with our help to graduate. That may be a small step, but it really is a big step. It means you've completed something, graduates, and you're part of a legacy that's going on. I want to share a very short, honest talk with you. One of my surahs, although you shouldn't have favorites, I do have some, Allahu Alam, and it's called Asr, Al-Asr. Bismillah. Al-Asr. Inna insana la fi khusr. Illa alladhina aminu wa amilu salihati. Wa tawasa bil haqq. Wa tawasa bis sabr. And basically, it means by the token of time. We are, it doesn't say we, it says mankind as a translation, is at a loss. How are we at a loss? We are at a loss when we do not come together, when we don't practice our faith or whatever we think is right to believe in, do good deeds, and enjoy each other in truth and patience. I know these last couple of years have taught me a lot of patience, and it's taught me a lot of truth, and it's caused me to reevaluate my priorities, and I'm certain for you all too. But what's so beautiful about this as we come together is that with the challenges, we have the blessings. By the token of time, how have we used our time? How are we going to use it now? Our graduates have used their time. They have finished what was required. They have had wonderful staff, I know personally, who have taught them to the best of their ability. So it's still up to us. How are we going to use this time? Every moment is significant. This right here is significant. Guess what? I want you to just take a moment. I've done this before. Take a deep breath. Try it again. I didn't see any chest moving. One more time. 3 times. By the token of time, guess what? We just took 3 breaths. We didn't have to take them. We permitted. We've done it by permission. What are we going to do with our time, and how are we going to help? I cannot begin to tell you how thankful I am. Many of us do not have family members with us or friends with us. But guess what? We have been allowed another moment in time to do what is important, to help. It doesn't have to be something major. I see the staff telling us, okay, call out so-and-so's child for the car. I see another staff who has just finished decorating, issuing out some students. I see another teacher or staff making every moment count. Let us make every moment count, and let us have fun and celebrate. This is a moment. This moment counts. And for the young people, the 8th graders, and for the graduates of 12th grade, guess what? This is just the beginning of many of your moments. Enjoy them. And for us older people, if you get a chance, let us tell you our story. Let us tell you about our graduation or not. Let us tell you some stories that we have, because you see, this school right here is our legacy. It's our history. It wasn't always like this. And with it being our history, guess what? It's yours too. Treasure this moment and continue to do good work. Associate with good people. Be goal-oriented. And not only be goal-oriented, do the work. And when I see you today, I know that you're doing the work. This space here, through the parents, not just you all, and your participation, is dedicated to the development of an Islamic education, academic excellence, community alliances and relationships, as well as community involvement, and most of all, friendships and families. And I want to share this because I know that you hear this brother speak a lot, and I get a little concerned, especially when he gets ready to tell my story. Of course you get concerned because you don't know what they're going to say. But my brother, as I mentioned, my dear brother Wajdi from another mother, came across, this is part of your history too, our legacy, came across from another country, Yemen, at the age of 19. Do you all believe he was ever 19? He was once 19, and I was once younger than this, okay? And through his efforts and the support of many, this has happened. Because you can have an idea. It can be a dream, it can be an idea. But to make it an actualization, to bring it to fruition, to bring it to this state, Know that you're part of this. Be pleased and thankful. And don't you leave this evening at all unless you tell one teacher, some staff, that you love them and you thank them. And guess what? Parents love hugs too. We want hugs and love too. Don't leave out this evening until you thank them for the work that you have done because of their efforts and their care. And parents, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting the school, for making this happen. I'm going to go on to introduce one of my brothers, another one of my beloved brothers. Guess what? I've been knowing him like forever too. Alhamdulillah for the hijab. Okay? He's going to recite a poem. My brother and his wife I have known for a long time. And when I see you all here, you students and everything, guess what I do on Monday? I come to this very school and pick up my grandchildren. My grandchildren. And I am hopeful that they will use this education that you have received and are receiving to bless the school to grow. You don't have to be a teacher, it would be nice. But there's a lot of things that you are being trained and educated to do. So with not any more conversation from me, Brother Ghazar Ahmed, and he is the CEO of Crescent Systems and the Oregon Muslim Community founding member. Please come.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. May peace and blessings of God Almighty be on you. Thank you, Sister Nadira. Thank you for the kind words. And congratulations, graduates of Muslim Educational Trust. A true Muslim character should promote peace. A true Muslim character should promote peace. Truthfulness, compassion, fair dealings. A Muslim should be ethical in all walks of life in dealing with family, friends, co-workers, business environment. We should emulate our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Our action should only be for the sake of Allah, without any expectation or reward or retribution. Rabia Basri, radiyallahu ta'ala anha, said, "O Allah, if I worship you for fear of hell, burn me in hell. And if I worship you in the hope of paradise, exclude me from paradise. But if I worship you for your own sake, grudge me not your everlasting beauty." Our graduates have golden opportunity to shine and tell the world who they are through their strength of character. It is our chance to change the bad news not by words, but by our actions and behavior. We should be willing to suffer injustice than to inflict injustice on others. Our good deeds and good behavior should not be contingent upon good behavior of others. We should not just wait for others to do good deeds and just equal that, but we should initiate and we should excel. Please allow me, I wrote this little poem in 2015 at the grand opening ceremony of this institute, Muslim Educational Trust. Long live MET. Long live MET. We are thankful, we are humbled, blessed to be in Oregon State, happy for this place we call Muslim Educational Trust. This is our identity. Long live MET. Dreams, hope, aspiration, struggle, achievement, anticipation, keep on going, keep on striving with respect and admiration, hard work, integrity, long live MET. We have seen the East, we have seen the West. What a beautiful chance to be the best. All extremes we must reject. We can be fair, we can be just. No prejudice, no bigotry. Long live MET. Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Jews, we respect all points of views. We are brothers, we are sisters. We promote love and peace. We promote acceptability. Long live MET. Let's excel. Be the best. Be determined. Don't let it rest. Aim high. Reach for the sky. Nothing is far. Go touch the stars. Explore each possibility. Long live MET. May God bless America. May God bless MET. On this historic day, let's all pray for peace and tranquility. Long live MET. Long live MET. Thank you very much.
I overlooked someone when we were having, thank you, brother, Jazakallah khair. Thank you. Long live MET. Long live our efforts. I neglected to have one of our staff stand, and I have to do it now. I look you right in the face. You know I'm going to call you, Brother Jahid. Would you just stand up so people can see you? Come on. He has had many titles. And anyone who works with our beloved brother Washti know that you end up with many titles. And even if you don't have the titles, you have the work. It has taken me years, as I tell everyone, years to be able to say no to him. Because he doesn't let it go. And that's why the MET is also here, with everyone's help and him being one of the main founders and maintaining the dream that has manifested into a school that we all can benefit. All right, we have our beloved community speakers, because you see, it's more than just us coming together. We got to come together with other people, other jobs, things that we need help with, and who are supportive of our efforts. And they're part of the community strive to make things better. So I would like to begin with Brother Muhammad, and I hate to say the last name because I'm going to say it wrong. Will you accept Brother Muhammad from me? Okay, say it again. Ale Jury. Ale Jury. Yes. He is the chair of Portland Community College Board of Directors. Further education for many of our graduates.
Thank you, Sister. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Can I have another round of applause for Sister Nadira and the poem that we just heard, and the students and the graduates? I heard somebody whispering, good luck going after that, so I'm gonna have to try. And I've seen the speeches that the MET students give at the tournament, so by all means, I'm not anywhere near that level, but I'll do my best. It's kind of a funny story, actually. I ran into Uncle Wajdi and Teacher Jawad at an event a few days ago, 3 days ago. And as everyone was leaving, at the last minute, Wajdi says, Muhammad, come speak at the graduation on Saturday. So of course I want to be polite. I had so many things happening this weekend and other graduations and work. And I said, Inshallah, I'm gonna let you know. Inshallah for our guests in Arabic means God willing. But I'm sure growing up in a Muslim family, all of you young guys can tell, what does Inshallah usually mean? It means no. But it's a polite way of saying no, although I tried. And then, I just made it work, and I'm honored and privileged to be here today to speak at this graduation. I was here only 3 years ago for my own son's graduation here at MET. And so I'll try to keep this short and sweet because we have some great speakers that I'm sure will inspire you way more than I will, and you'll see that. And to keep with the MET guidelines, I'm going to keep it to a tight 75 minutes, inshallah. I hope that's okay. So just a little bit about me. As Sister Nadira mentioned, I'm Muhammad al-Yajuri. I'm a Yemeni American. I was born in Yemen, and my family came to Oregon in the 90s. And by the way, do you guys know that Uncle Wajdi is also Yemeni American? I don't know if he's mentioned that or talked to you guys about it. Do you all know that he's from Yemen also? We have two of us. No, I think I see a few more in the audience, so I shouldn't just say two of us. There used to be only two of us, but I'm a healthcare professional, my day job. I'm a community volunteer, and I'm an elected official. 5 years ago, I was elected to serve on the Portland Community College Board of Trustees, and I've been on the chair for 2 years, so it's a privilege and honor to do that as well. I'm also a husband. I'm a father of 3 boys, and my wife and I are proud MET parents, and continue to be part of the MET family. I've served on the MET Outreach Committee, and my wife Camille served on the MET Board of Directors. So as I mentioned, we really enjoyed being in the MET as a family. And most of you, I think all of you, hopefully have enjoyed that experience of having students here, graduates, and also being parents of the MET. And the MET, to be honest, the Muslim Educational Trust, has been a foundational part of our lives, of our value system at home, and the sole reason why we actually moved to Portland. 9 years ago, roughly 9 years ago, my wife and I recognized that our kids who were we were in a different town where we grew up, where they had started to demonstrate lack of confidence in their identity, in their background, their culture, their religion, their language. And that really hurt us because her and I grew up in a town with a small community that also showed us strong support. And we had a strong circle of friends and family that gave us the confidence to feel comfortable with who we are as Muslim Americans. And it never felt any different for us growing up in a small town. But it's not always the same for every generation. And so, sadly, our kids didn't have that support circle, and oftentimes they were the only Muslims in their classroom. So you can imagine how tough it is to be a Muslim in America over the past 10 years, especially for a young grade school student. So my wife and I decided to make a decision to uproot our family and move to Portland to enroll our children in MET, and it's been one of the best decisions we've made in our lives. Where else can you have a system or an institution where it embeds the K through 12 education along with the cultural background and emphasizing cultural strength and identity, interfaith. It allowed my children to be tolerant of other faiths and backgrounds and share their faith and background with other institutions of faith and other. We couldn't ask for a better schooling and better education than what the faculty and teachers have provided for our students. And you as graduates and students should be proud to be Muslim Americans and to be proud of being MET students and graduates. Your age group is a core segment of our community. I'll just give you a few examples of facts. A Gallup study found that 73% of Muslim Americans are between the ages of 18 and 44. That's a huge percent of young people, the youth, your generation. The first ever nationally representative study of randomly selected sample of Muslim Americans. In that study, Gallup revealed that Muslim Americans are the most racially diverse religious group surveyed in the United States, with African Americans making up the largest contingent within the population, 35%. That report also revealed that Muslim American women are one of the most highly educated female religious groups in the country, second only to Jewish American women. In addition, as a group, Muslim Americans have the highest degree of economic gender parity at the high and low ends of the income spectrum. So we play a huge role, an important role in our country, in this country. So what should we do about that? Why am I saying that? I have 3 asks to ask of you graduates today, and then a small advice at the end. The first ask is, let's keep the faith strong and going. As I mentioned, we're already recognized as being adherent to our religion more than other groups. And despite, other studies have shown that despite facing higher levels of religious discrimination than other groups, Muslims hold steady to their faith. And the Gallup study, another one, also found that Muslims, 71%, and white evangelicals, 82%, are the most likely to say religion is a very important part of their daily life, more than any other faith group or non-affiliated Americans. So my second ask is, educate and promote Islam to your colleagues and peers and friends. That's the best we can do to create awareness, actually. And the Institute of Social Policy and Understanding found that in a 2019 American Muslim poll, simply knowing a Muslim personally is among the highest or most effective protective factors against Islamophobia. When a Muslim is a close friend, Islamophobia is reduced drastically. So your friends and colleagues, your soccer teammates, your college classmates, just being their friend and talking about your religion. And it's not just giving presentations, it's your actions and your character, as Uncle said earlier in the poem, Uncle Gulzar. My third ask is vote. We have a large group, as I mentioned, and we represent so many people, diverse backgrounds, but we have no voice in the system that we live in. The ISPU also said that voter registration gap is most pronounced among Muslim young adults between the ages of 18 and 29. Only 63% of whom report being registered to vote, compared to 85% of their peers in other faiths and other communities. So a lot of us are here, but we have no voice or representation. In fact, there's only 4 elected Muslims in the state of Oregon, and we have Sister Nafisa here, who is the first woman Muslim elected in Oregon. Give a hand of applause for her. So don't be part of the inshallah voters, the ones who say, yeah, inshallah, I'm going to vote, but don't end up registering at all to vote. It's a large segment of our population. And I'll end my talk with a small piece of advice. As Sister mentioned, some of us took these years for granted when we were growing up. So please embrace this moment, embrace this day, and cherish this experience, and build on it for your adult years and your later years. Take advantage of what you've learned and built here at MET and apply it throughout your life. Many of you are young adults and entering adulthood, and as a lot of us can attest, being an adult is a boring and lonely state of our life. A lot of bills and jobs and responsibilities and stress. But it is a chance for you to make your mark in the world and make positive change. So congratulations to all the graduates. Congratulations to the MET faculty, teachers, and leadership for doing such a wonderful job educating our leaders. Congratulations to the families for your sacrifice and your support of these students. And inshallah, may these graduates be a barakah, blessing for all of you, for the community, for our country. Thank you.
Jazakallah here, brother. Thank you very much. I think I turned this off. I did. Okay, I'll try it again. I'll just switch mics. Obviously, I'm technically challenged. Oh, I'll pick the other one up. I'm fine. Good. Thank you. Oh, here. Thank you. You see, I'm technically challenged, right? No problem. It's probably me. Okay. Thank you again. Thank you again. Cherish this moment. Look around. Look around. Look around the room. Give each other a smile. Come on. Let's give a smile. Even if you've got a mask on, give each other a smile. Come on. This is a beautiful time. Come on, smile. Even if you don't want a hug, come on. This is wonderful. We're celebrating. Our next speaker will be Ms. Tak Sonale Gillespie. She's the Director and Officer of Governor Brown, the Office of Immigration and Refugee Advancement.
You always make it sound so good. All right. I'm gonna put this here. Can you hear me? Oh, yeah. I had to bring this, just to make sure I stayed focused. Sabaidi, Kop Jaila Life, first and foremost to Brother Wajdi and Brother Jawad for this invitation to speak, and also to Muslim Educational Trust. I also want to thank you for your continued trust and friendship. Let's be real. This is quite an honor to speak at your graduation. When Brother Wajdi reached out to ask if I would speak, my immediate response was, "Stop it. You're kidding, right?" I just didn't believe that what I had to say, or even my lived experience, was any different from any of yours. And if what I had to offer would even be heard, let alone impact a room full of people who are here to celebrate a graduation, a milestone. That's because I've grown to be accustomed to being overlooked, ignored, undermined, pushed aside, and invisible. Of course, this isn't an overnight feeling, right? This comes from life experiences. Oh my goodness. I gotta hold it. This comes from years of lived experience, right? And generations of reminders of being small, being less than, and being othered. It also doesn't help that I used to get teased for growing up on food stamps, standing in line at food pantries, living in the projects, having parents who didn't speak English. And to add to it, the jobs that my parents held involved picking strawberries and tomatoes in the fields, working in fish canneries, and cleaning toilets. Oh, and let's not forget about the jokes that I would get about my slanted eyes and my flat nose. Over time, I became used to discrimination, and I didn't even recognize when it was happening. This disconnect, it only perpetuates a system that diminishes immigrants and refugees and those who speak limited English, and it invalidates us. The emotional and psychological wounds leave permanent and haunting scars and can impact one's ability to achieve whatever that may be. My story is one of many stories about despair, hope, and triumph. It's also the story of me flirting with worthiness and belonging. As Brother Wajdi continues to trust in me in this friendship, and as Sister Nadira said, my name is Tak Sonole Gillespie. I'm what you call a 1.5 generation refugee. But what's really important is that I'm the daughter of Puvong and Sulided. We resettled here to the US after the Vietnam War, also referred to as the Secret War in Laos. I was born in a refugee camp in Thailand, and I can't talk about the Vietnam War and the Secret War in Laos without giving gratitude to the thousands of soldiers, the ones in US and the ones in Southeast Asia, who fought in the war and sacrificed their lives. I also need to pay homage to the Black and African American leaders who went to Congress in 1978 and fought for us, Indo-Chinese refugees, to come to the US at a time when they were fighting for their own constitutional rights. They extended their arm and their heart to people thousands of miles away. I am here because of them. When we arrived, I was too young to remember the details of life in the camp or the journey to America. I mean, I didn't even know until recently that this was sacred and stolen land from our tribal community. What I do remember when we first got here is that my parents worked hard. They had relentless strength, resilience, and humility. What made me sad and sometimes even angry was not the calluses on their hands or the explicit and cruel words that they received or even the inappropriate jokes that were made. What made me sad and angry was that they walked with pride, head held high, and a smile on their face. I now know that they were just hiding their pain from my siblings and me. As a result, I quickly learned English and became their eyes, their ears, and their mouth, their navigation through the world, to the point that I see the system through their eyes and ears. Learning English was a necessity, as much as it was my longing to be American. I learned English by reading, watching TV, listening to music, surrounding myself with white people, and not being afraid to speak English even when it was broken English and have people correct me. I had no other choice but to learn English and work to be excellent at it. I still work at it every day, not just to speak it, but understand it, navigate it. You know, the nuances. There's so many nuances in English. Let's take the word refugee, for example. Those who know me know that I am intentional and deliberate about including the term refugee in my introduction. Based on the United Nations High Commissioner on Refugees, the term refugee is defined and protected in international law. The 1951 Refugee Convention, to be exact, that's a legal document, right? It defines a refugee as someone who is unable to or unwilling to return to their country of origin, owing to a well-founded fear of being persecuted for reasons of race, religion, nationality, members of a particular social group, or political opinion. I say the word refugee for those who fled before my parents, those who fled during the time my parents fled, those who are fleeing now, and those who will be fleeing. I say it to bring visibility to the conflict and war and to the global migration, and so that it doesn't get hidden in the background. For those who say refugee is an immigration status and talk, you're a citizen now, I say this is not about my immigration status. It's about elevating the journey and the layers of sadness, loss, humiliation, guilt, reconciliation, triumph, and healing. It is also my reference to my roots and my compass for how I move through the world. Accepting the wounds and scars, naming them, and bringing them into spaces allows the trauma to move through me, and as a result, it transforms me as a person every day. So I would like to invite you, particularly the graduates, to take time to reflect on your journey. Be proud of it, embrace it, own it. I've had the privilege to know Brother Wajdi back at the old MET building, right, sister? I forgot about the PSU one. Right as this beautiful center was being built. I've long admired the way in which this center has been able to cultivate and honor faith, family, and community. I've been invited to countless community gatherings, celebrations, and events. The most recent was being invited to be one of the judges at the senior thesis presentation earlier in the week. I was both inspired, and for a hot minute, I wished I was 20 years younger so I can hang out with you all and be cool. The intellect in that room was pretty inspiring. You each took on topics that were broad, complex, and even controversial. And yet you were confident, poised, brilliant, and regardless of what questions us judges were asking of you, you didn't waver. I can only imagine all the effort it took to complete the project in the midst of COVID and in the midst of a pandemic. In one of the survey results that I remember being shared during the thesis presentation mentioned MET being somewhat of a bubble. I think I can agree a little bit with that. The world is vast, and it's filled with distractions and temptations. Everything you learned here at Muslim Educational Trust, let that be the foundation to keep you grounded and keep you on your path that guides you and teaches you. Whether you end up at the White House, Hollywood, internationally, or investing in systems change here locally, remember that you're changing the world's landscape. When you get out there, do what Black Thought from the Roots said, ride the wave, you'll find your frequency. That confidence and conviction that you have here, that proudness that you have of your faith, your culture, and language, knowing yourself and knowing your why, run with that. Let that be your superpowers. Don't let anything knock you off your path. Don't waver for anyone. Trust and believe in Allah, and make room for trusting in yourself. Lastly, I'll wrap up with some short gratitudes to the teachers and the faculty at Muslim Educational Trust for your leadership and your commitment to placing faith and healing first, and for shaping these young humans into gems and pushing them out into the world to do extraordinary work. I would be remiss if I didn't take this moment to thank the parents and the families in the room. None of us make it to where we're at alone. No matter what accomplishments we have, no matter what fancy titles we hold, no matter how much money we make, it's our family that holds us up and gives us the strength to persevere. Thank you to each of the parents. Thank you. And the grandparents for your patience, your grace, your wisdom, and your relentless support of each of these students. Without your sacrifices, without your love, your nurturing, they would not be where they're at today, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. When they win, you win. These graduates are your legacy. Congratulations, class of 2022. This mic is like blowing me off. This mic is a little wobbly.
Okay, I hope you have something that's resonating in your brain from the speakers that we've had. This is fantastic. Our last speaker will be attorney Thomas Kramer. Watch this.
Thank you. I'm sorry to stand between you and your diplomas. I'll stand between them only briefly. Well, first, of course, congratulations to the graduates of the 8th grade class of the Islamic School of the Muslim Educational Trust and to the graduates of the 12th grade class of the Oregon Islamic Academy. And congratulations as well to the families and friends of the graduates and to the staff and friends of MET. I believe all of you deserve credit for this graduation that we're celebrating this evening. I'm Tom Kramer. I recently retired after practicing law in Portland for 42 years. I would like to tell the graduates that I remember what it felt like to sit where they're sitting now. But the truth is that my 12th grade class is holding our 50th reunion this year. What I can remember, graduates, is what it felt like to sit where your parents are sitting now. This spring, I taught 10 sessions of Dr. Wajdi's critical thinking class. I want to thank Dr. Wajdi for inviting me to teach at OIA and to judge the 8th graders' excellent debate last month about whether to abolish capital punishment in this country. Thank you, Dr. Wajdi, as well, for inviting me to say a few words tonight, which permits me publicly to thank the critical thinking class and the juniors and seniors who engaged in just the sort of careful thinking the class entailed. As we have tried to teach you, you have certainly taught us. Your intelligence, energy, ambition, and questions send us home tired after class, but with hope for the future. I hope that you 8th grade and 12th grade graduates are proud of your achievement of graduating from ISMED and OIA. I'm proud of you. I agree with Talk, though, that anyone who has achieved anything worthwhile has had someone, and probably several people, who believed in them. I would like each of us now to think about those who have supported us in some way, anyone who's ever loved us and wanted what was best for us in life. Some of those people may be here right now. Some may be far away. Some may no longer be on this earth. But if they've encouraged you to be what you believe is your best self, I'd like you to have a silent moment to think of them. Let's say 20 seconds. I'll keep the time. As Talk mentioned, when we heard the OIA graduates' excellent presentations this week, we learned that some students here view MET as a sort of bubble, which is safe and encouraging, though rigorous, and unlike the, quote, real world, unquote. I hope I understand what those students meant. I'm new to this bubble, and I admit that there is much I don't know about the real world either. In a fundamental way, the bubble and the real world are the same. Both call upon you to try to do things, perhaps in front of others, that you're not sure you can do. The things you try to do will change, but the courage you found to make the effort will support you outside the bubble. In other ways, the real world differs from the bubble. For example, as the Nigerian writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie tells us, you may meet people who encourage you to twist yourself into shapes to please them. But if someone likes that false version of you, then what they really like is that twisted shape, not you. And the world is so wonderfully diverse that there are people in the world who will love you, the real you, as you are. Remember those 20 seconds of silence when we thought about those who believed in us? Let's take just 10 more seconds to remind ourselves of those supporters of ours. Whomever you are thinking about, just imagine how grateful they must be that at this special moment in your life, you're remembering them with thanksgiving. And if you are able to imagine those people in their gratitude, when you leave MET, when you leave your home and your family, remember that those people are still thinking of you, still wanting the best for you. And if you'll forgive me for pretending to be your parent, they may also be hoping you'll call or write or text. So please do that too. Congratulations again, graduates, parents, teachers, and helpers. All good wishes.
Thank you. You've had some powerful speakers here this evening. I hope everyone has one thing they can take away from what they said, and if more, wonderful. Do you believe some of these stories? Check with your parents. Check with your guardian. I think they have a few stories to tell you too, but we need to listen. And also remember, we've talked about, I lost her, the token of time. We have spent time today to celebrate something very special. Your time is valuable. You are valuable. We love you all. We want you to be successful. We want you to learn. We want you to share. And we want you to make this world a better place. Because when I see you, I'm not the only one. You are not only the future, tomorrow, you're a better world. You're going to make things better. I know this. Allahu Akbar, but I know that you will make it better. Even though your hands slapping in the chairs and talking, it's all right. It's all good. Because here, we're here together to make things better. And you can do this. And we're looking forward to it. We've done what we could, and we're still trying. But the future is yours. All right. We have the 8th grade memories presentation, which should really be interesting because some of you probably be like, oh no, they're not gonna show a picture of me doing this. Yeah, okay. And then we have Aisha Basharo essay recognition. But should we start with the 8th grade conferral of the diplomas? Is that next? Has that changed? It is. It's on. I saw a thumbs up. That still means good. Okay, so we're going to do our 8th grade memories presentation. Let's get started. It's not over yet. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the time. I have a question. As we talk about our roots, does anybody know how to do that? Obviously, I'm missing some of those skills. Okay. Come on, can someone do that and we join with you? I love that. I love it. One more time, stronger, because that was kind of weak. Come on. That's what I'm talking about. I'm serious. Celebrate. I love it. Aisha, Basharo, essay recognition. I have down here, Dr. What? Am I supposed to do this or you? Okay. And then afterwards, we'll have another video.
Thank you, my sister Nadira.
My pleasure.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Some of us are still sleeping there in that corner. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. What a blessing to have Sister Nadira. May Allah bless her. I met her my first week in Portland. Actually, a few days in Portland. She and Imam Najib and Sister Maryam Dewan and Brother Wesley Johnson host me lunch in their Prescott, Northeast Prescott, first week of Portland. There was the Oregon tutorial program, part of the Muslim Community Center. Many people have warned us 5 international Yemeni students at that time that don't go to Union Street, don't go to Northeast Portland. It's full of gangs and full of drugs. You're gonna be kidnapped, you're gonna be attacked, and so on. But we came from Yemen. We come from tribal society. We are furious and we are courageous enough, to engage with our beloved African American Muslim community and many other great people. Sister Nadira and Imam Najib is here too. We applaud all your effort. If there is any praises is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that my beloved African American Muslim community has been a great blessing to our ummah, to our family, to our humanity at large. Without their struggle, we wouldn't enjoy many of the civil rights today. We applaud all the sisters and the brothers, whether they're Christians and Muslims of African American, indigenous people, and many others that have really made it easy for us to enjoy. Today, in all the celebrities that we enjoy today is because of sacrifices of many people. The indigenous people, the African American, and many others that have struggled to identify what it means to be a beloved community. May God bless them all. May Allah bless all those that departed, and may Allah rest them in peace. We, as a Muslim community here, we as MIT, we as campus here, we have lost 2 beloved young daughters of ours. One of them is Nabila Mazuz. Nabila loved sciences, and we created a prize with her family, to address Nabila's achievements in science. And inshallah, starting school year next year, we will address that prize. But we also lost a beloved daughter of ours, Aisha Basharo. Both of them were 14 and 15 years old. Both of them went to our school system from kindergarten, to 8th grade. Aisha graduated from 8th grade with honor. Aisha was a beloved volunteer with us. Aisha was a beautiful young lady like Nabila as well. Nabila was drowned in Hillsborough swimming pool, and Aisha, because of a heart surgery, she was able to return to Allah, and both of them returned to Allah in peace. May Allah bless Nabila, and may Allah bless Aisha. Let us take a moment of silence and read Al-Fatiha in their honor, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. All praises due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most merciful, the most compassionate. All praises to Allah, the master of the day of judgment, to whom we seek help. To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, show us the straight path of those whom you blessed and not that went astray. Ameen. May Allah rest Nabila and Aisha in peace and all our loved ones that were able to help this community. Brother Abu Bakr Muhyiddin Basharo, can you join me and you and Sister Saadia to recognize the winners of the first annual Aisha Basharo essay contest? Saadia, can you join us? And Brother Abu Bakr, may Allah bless you. I will ask also our language art teacher, Teacher Julie, and Teacher Jibril, and Teacher Jawad for this middle school and high school. Would you join us on the stage? May Allah bless you. I would kindly ask Imam Najib, as a member of our Board of Trustees, and our senior Imam, can you join me please in the stage, brother? There are 6 winners for their prizes. We'll start with the middle school. The first prize goes, to middle school. Please sit here, Abu Bakr. And Saadia, please. Brother Abu Bakr and Sister Saadia are the father and the mother of Aisha. May Allah bless her. And kindly, I will ask my beloved Sister Nafisa Fai, Commissioner of Washington County, would you please join us, Sister Nafisa? My beloved Sister Nafisa is a great, beautiful, kind leader in our community. May Allah bless her, inshallah. We Yemenis and Somalis, we share common heritage, that we have common culture. For us as Yemenis, our culture is closer to Somalis more than the Arabs of the north. We eat the same food, we dance the same dance, and we sing the same songs. We are only half an hour from each other, We can swim for half an hour and we reach, the beautiful beaches of Somalia and vice versa. So the middle school winners, the first prize goes to Madiha Ansari. Madiha. The second prize goes to Nabila Khan. Nabila. It's not going to be ready, inshallah, Monday. And the third prize goes to Firdaus. Fairuz, sorry. I cannot read the handwriting of one of our teachers. Madiha and Nabila and Fairuz, may Allah bless you and may Allah reward you and stay with the stage with us. Your prizes will be given by teacher Sahar, inshallah, on Monday, inshallah. For the high school winning individuals, the first prize goes to Raghib. Raghib is a senior. The second prize goes to Abdurrahman Tour. Abdurrahman is a freshman. The third prize goes to Amira Shtewi. Amira is a junior. All your prizes will be given, inshallah, on Monday by teacher Sahar, inshallah. Can you take a group picture, please? Here, come, Nafisa, please. Sheikh Muhammad, please. Sister Nadira, we want you on the stage, please. Please, Sister Nadira. The revolution is not complete without you. Come here, Habib Madiha. Saadia and Abu Bakr, you want to say something? You're okay? Saadia? Inshallah. Ameen ya Rabb, inshallah. May Allah bless you. And this is our first annual and more years to come, inshallah. Takbir for each one of them. Allahu Akbar. Takbir. Takbir. God is great. May Allah bless you for those that are departing and those that are staying with us, inshallah, to win more and more years to come. Nafisa, you want to say something in behalf of all of us? Uh-huh. Just something. Please.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I can't imagine how long it's been for me. It's been a very long time ago since I was a senior, but congratulations. I know how excited I was when I was graduating. I hope everyone will be having some pizza because that's what I did on my graduation. That was a really big deal. But we were also new to America, so you can imagine how pizza tasted then. But thank you, Wajdi, for inviting me, and thanks for having me, and congratulations to the class. And special thanks, I'm gonna be a bit biased. My niece is also graduating. Muna Dahir, congratulations. So, to all of you, to everyone, congratulations and best of luck. I saw the list of schools that the students have been accepted. Mashallah, mashallah, congratulations. I hope every parent here is so proud because very impressive list of schools that your kids got accepted into. So mashallah and good luck and look forward to what you all become.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. I would kindly ask Sister Diala and Sister Rivera, if you don't mind to join us, and Sheikh Muhammad, stay here in the stage, please. Yeah. Everybody, you can go back to your seats. May Allah bless you. Yeah, Sheikh Muhammad, you need to stay in the stage with me, please. Thank you, Julie. I want you to announce the names so they can come. Before we give the diploma for 8th graders, we want to recognize, we have the tradition of recognizing staff of the year. We want to recognize two of our great staff. We have recognized many. In this 29th anniversary, we want to recognize our beloved sister Huda Al-Barati, one of our great leaders and business manager. Huda, would you please come to the stage? Sister Nadira, you can give her the hug. I want to thank my beloved sister Sahar. Me and her, we were here at 11 o'clock and we finished all of this. Huda, what a blessing to have you. And congratulations, Huda. The second award goes to teacher Jibril Franco, our 8th grade and 7th. Teacher Jibril teaches social studies, language, art, and Spanish. This is our second year to teach Spanish in our middle school. Teacher Jibril will be recognized by Sheikh Muhammad. May Allah bless you, Huda. Where is Huda? Congratulations to both of you, Jibril and Huda. May Allah bless you. Thank you very much. You want to say something? You're okay? Okay. We want also to recognize our speakers. The first goes to Tuck. Tuck, would you please come and accept a gift from us? And the second goes to Brother Tom Kramer. Would you please, Tom? Last but not least, to brother and son Muhammad Al-Ajuri. I'm his uncle. I've known him since he was 10 years old. And, Tuck, come here. We'll take a group picture, please, you know.
Whatever you say.
Also, Brother Tom received this year MET Friends of the Muslim Community Award. Tom is our attorney, and he is our resident attorney here at the Muslim Education Trust. And this year he joined me to teach the critical thinking class. He taught US law, and I taught Islamic law. Let's give a round of applause to each one of them. Thank you very much. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Muhammad. Thanks, Tuck. Thank you, Habibi. Thank you. Huh? I want to also ask Brother Jahid Sukhun and Abdullah. Where is Abdullah? Jahid, can you join me, please? Jahid is the retired Chief Operating Officer. And Jahid Sukhun has been a veteran in our board for 25 years before he joined our staff. And Jahid wants to travel the world and the 7 seas. Jahid, you want to recognize that? من هناك.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Today we're celebrating a huge accomplishment for one of the students who has been really instrumental in helping us in the operations team. Anything we ask him, he's been there. Weekends, evenings, during the school time. So I really appreciate it. That doesn't mean that the other students didn't not help, but he really shined, and for that we're recognizing Brother Adil Muhammad.
Our beloved Adil. Jahid, did you give him a hug? Mujahid's hug is very comfortable hug, you know.
Hopefully my impromptu skills from Toastmasters will work, Teacher Julie. Words can be meager things, and sometimes they can fall short of what one's truly trying to evidence, but I'm very thankful to the MET operations team. I'm Wedgie for being a father figure, a mentor, a guide, and even though sometimes we might butt heads with different ideas, especially in my senior thesis, with those 47 different meetings, you truly are an inspiration to me, to Mujahid, Abdullah, and Teacher Sahar, the backbones of MET. Teacher Sahar, I stated her at the ladder because she's just an amazing person. Every single time I've been in a conundrum of wary proportions, she's been there to answer the phone, whether it be at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., it really didn't matter. But yes, I'm very happy to receive an award like this. I also want to thank my parents, but I'm sure they'd rather do with an apology. Mama, thank you so much. Even though I know I give you a lot of heart attacks with my speeding tickets, and at times when I raise my voice, even though you just want me to be the best version of myself, thank you so much. Baba, thank you for teaching me financial literacy and how to do my taxes at 7 years old. You've really changed my outlook at life. And finally, to the graduating class of 2022, the world has just opened its doors with great confidence to young adults that inshallah will change the world. And yeah, thank you guys so much.
Sister Aisha, would you please stand up? And Brother Abdul would you please stand up? May Allah bless you for raising a wonderful son. We were short-handed, and the operations team needed help. Adil was here 24/7. May Allah bless him. He was the highest ever student that advised over 47 meetings, including at 3 o'clock, the last day of that advice. May Allah bless you, Adil. We love you. We're going to miss you, inshallah. May Allah bless you. Without further delay, I want each one of the 8th graders to join us in the stage with your mother. If your mother is not there, then your father will be okay. And if your father and your mother are not there, you can join us by yourself. You stay here, stay here. Can you announce that? Zakaria Abdi and his mother, please join us. Zakaria is going to 9th grade at the Oregon Islamic Academy. Who's the next one? Malak Abdul Jawad with your mother, please join us on the stage. Malak. We only need mothers, but Abdul Jawad, you can join since you are here. Next one. Ali Saad with your mom and your honorary grandma, Leila, join us, please. Ali Saad. Leila, join us, please. Jazakallah khair, inshallah. Shukran, Abdul Jawad, shukran. Masarrah, inshallah, you can join us with your mama and your grandmother as well if she's here, and grandfather, please. Huh? Men? Madiha Khan, please join us with your mom and dad as well, since both of them are here as well. من اللي بعده? Madiha Ansari, please join us with your mom and dad as well, please. Madiha Ansari with your mom and dad. Sister Safia, please. Who else? Hala Barhoum, please join us with your mom. Brother Bassam and Sister Mary, please join us. Fairuz Al-Agrabi, please join us together, your mom and dad, please. I will get all the graduates, all the 8th graders come down here, please. All of you down here, please. And then your parents can be on the stage. All the graduates come down here, please. Huh? Get your certificates and come down here. من الأخير Haneen Zain, please join us with your parents if they are here. علي انزل حبيبي تحت. بعدين صالح إبراهيم, please join us with your mom and dad, please. نبيلة, come here. عابدة. Hiba, would you please join us with your mom and dad, please, if you are here? And Abida, please. Ibrahim, please join us. Sister Saadia. Where is Saadia? Okay. Saadia can up on the stage. Inshallah. And all the graduates will be here. Ghazal in the front, please. Ghazal Tanha. I think all of them are here. Huh? And Haneen Zain, please. هنا, okay. Come here, parents, please. Allah alaikum. We are very thankful to all the parents and the grandparents and all the teachers of 8th graders. And may Allah bless you and reward you, students. All of them are joining our Oregon Islamic Academy. This is the first class we retain 100% to go to the high school. May God bless you. May Allah reward you. And we have very genius class and very strong leaders there. Yes, there are 3 boys, but the 3 boys are strong as much as the girls, May Allah bless you, inshallah. Thank you very much, parents and grandparents and teachers. جزاكم الله خير parents. الله يكرمكم إن شاء الله. Thank you very much. Yeah, just 1 minute. I think that's it. Yeah. I'll ask you again. Oh my God. Yeah. Inshallah, inshallah. Yeah. The 12th grade, yeah. The video and then the diploma. The
You got it. Oh, okay. He's got it going for me. Okay. We need to celebrate a little bit longer. A little bit longer. We're making the most of this moment. Jazakallah khair to everyone for their efforts. Graduates, alhamdulillah. Parents, alhamdulillah. We're getting ready to have the 12th grade memories video. Sit back and enjoy.
Academy, and I plan on studying biology in the fall, inshallah. I would have to say my favorite memory was the day we celebrated the Prophet Prophet's birthday. On that day, the students and staff of OIA came together, and we celebrated through a series of games and activities. I'd say it was one of the best ways we've gotten school spirit from everyone in the school. It was a great way to engage and uplift the future of our country.
Attending Howard University in the fall. My favorite memory at MAT was reading through Y, which was a media literacy class that we took. And through this YouTube channel, we were able to address current world issues, integrate by design, and connect with each other. Through this project, I really love connecting with my classmates where we got to see everyone's perspectives on these issues. We were able to enjoy our time by having mukbangs at different places in each other's houses. And I honestly love being around them because they are the most important people in
My name is Moza, and I'll be attending Middlebury College next year. For the past 6 years, MET and OIA have taught me the importance of taking your academic life seriously and how to use our resources wisely to better our community, whether that's our intellect, our hearts, or our time. Our teachers are very dedicated to their students, either by helping us one-on-one or helping foster any ideas or dreams that we may have. For example, I was given a great deal of support in starting a swimming club back in my sophomore year.
Resilience and hope.
There was
What do
a
these
need for one, and I was given the resources to implement my plans. In general, we have been taught these steps towards healing and unifying the community in which we work together to better not only our lives, but the lives of others as well.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mahmoud. I will be attending Oregon State in the fall. And one way NUT has impacted me is how it taught me to interact with people from different backgrounds and to be able to represent myself in very diverse circles and bring my own perspective to a table where there are many voices that come from different walks of life and have different interests and different viewpoints.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Idris Ibrahim. I am currently a graduating senior here at Muslim Educational Trust. And next year I will be going to PSU, Portland State University. And the question presented is, how did MET impact your life? I've been here since 5th grade, and through various teachers helping me find my way, the Islamic community that's present here that you might not be able to find at different establishments like a public school. I feel like it really paved the way for me to be where I am right now. Big shout out to all the different teachers that are still currently with us that have left. Thank you, Wajdi. And he really instilled a lot of different values in us, such as no monkey business. I will always remember that, even in college. And yeah, I just think I have a lot of memories here, almost 8-9 years worth of memories at MET. And I definitely, going forward, want to give back to the community, and inshallah, good things come my way and good things come to MET.
My name is Bahar, and I am part of the 2022 graduating class, and I will be attending Portland State in fall, inshallah. I've been going to MET since I was 12 years old, and I am very thankful and grateful to be part of such amazing, engaging, and inclusive community, and the teachers and my classmates really feel like family to me. MET does a really great job of solidifying your Islamic values and your Islamic identity within you, so I am very thankful and grateful for that. As for the academics, it is quite challenging and difficult, but it does get easier towards the end of senior year, specifically the last term. So I hope that motivates you to keep on going. I do plan to be part of MET, inshallah, even after I graduate, so hopefully you guys will still see me around.
My name is Adil Mohammed. I am a senior here at the Oregon Islamic Academy, and I'll possibly be attending Claremont McKenna College in Claremont, California. Now, MET has impacted me in a plethora of different ways, but what is probably the most impressive about MET is that it not only serves as a school, but as a community. And I think even though the whole quote-unquote community seems cliche by now, it really is one of the most cardinal aspects of MET. The
Small class sizes nurture not only an environment that promotes learning, but an environment that makes you feel like you are contributing to something aside from your own success. Contributing to a greater good. I remember a time when I was at MET around Isha time, and a lot of the high school boys had stopped in the middle of their basketball practice to pray. At once the gym turned quiet in worship and supplication. Whilst listening to Teacher Muhammad's recitation of the Quran during prayer, hearing the graceful footsteps of the raindrops on the rooftop, the vicious backdrop of thunder occasionally shaking the earth, time stood still. It was a small amount, but I truly felt at one with not only the people around me, but with the masjid, building and ground underneath me. MET has impacted my life in one main way, has helped me realize the spiritual benefits of connection and possibly the most efficient way of gaining spirituality, through uplifting one another and unity among us.
My name is Malik Shams, and I'm going to be attending University of Portland next year, inshallah. I believe MET has really helped me establish this balance between my faith and my academic life, just because of how much it incorporates Islam within its curriculum, as well as just our daily school routine. Our teachers always emphasize different values, and something that University always taught us is to always have hope and resilience, and that is something I'm definitely going to take away with me after I leave MET, inshallah. I've attended MET since I was about 3 years old, so it's always been great to have this community that always supports me and that I can always lean back on, so I'm definitely very grateful for that.
What do you have to say behind that? I mean, this is family. This is community. These are our children. These are our leaders. Our future looks good. What do you think? Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. The next speech, 12th grade class speech, is Malik Shams and Ragib. Did I say it right? And the last name, where are you, Ragib? Don't give me a hard time. Tell me how to say the last name. Ready? You got it, girl.
Okay, you want to go first? I'm just kidding. Okay. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Faculty members, fellow students, fellow graduates, family, and friends. I welcome you to Oregon Islamic Academy's Class of 22 graduation banquet. For 15 years, I have been waiting to say this sentence. And since the age of 3, I have been attending each and every one of MET's graduations, and I truly cannot believe that the time has passed this quickly and I'm the one on the stage this time. I can't thank all the faculty members, teachers, and staff enough for helping me grow, learn, challenging me, and pushing me to become the greatest version of myself, even if I did give you a hard time in the process. You have all touched me in ways you cannot fathom, whether you taught me for several years, 1 year, or perhaps didn't teach me at all. I appreciate all of your efforts on behalf of my classmates, and I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you all. In 6th grade, one of my teachers told me that though your loved ones wish for you to succeed, there's only 2 individuals in life who want you to become even better than they are: your parents and your teachers. Thank you, teachers, for always looking out for me, wishing me the best, pushing me to become better, and teaching me the importance of my academics and my faith. And of course, I cannot forget the 2 most important people in my life, my mother and my father. To my mother, you have filled my life with love and light. And despite all the trials and tribulations you have dealt with, you have remained the kindest, most compassionate, and warm-hearted person I know. As I get older, though it will be hard, I aim to replicate these qualities of yours. And to my father, you are truly the most humble person I know. Although I don't tell you this enough, I love you and I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything you have done for our family. I know you have made countless sacrifices for us to make our lives better, and your efforts are not taken for granted, though I fail at expressing it often. To both my mother and my father, you are everything to me. I am proud to be your daughter, and I hope that I'm able to make you proud. I remember when I was younger, I never truly understood how special attending this school was. I would always whine to my parents about not getting a normal school experience, and they would always tell me, "Melek, one day you will understand why we put you here." Standing here today, I can finally say that I understand. Being surrounded by loving, caring, and faithful counterparts allowed me to grow into the confident Muslim I am today. Through attending this school, I have not only found lifelong friends, but family. And I thank both of my parents for allowing me to have this experience that I will carry with me for the rest of my life, and hopefully will pass on to my children one day. My mother always used to tell me, وَعَسَىٰ أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْءٌ وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَىٰ أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْءٌ وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Perhaps you dislike something which is good for you, and you like something which is bad for you. For Allah knows, and you do not know. My parents taught me that patience and gratitude are the keys to happiness and contentment in my life. Patience in figuring out Allah's plan, and gratitude for whatever life throws your way, even if it's not what you expected. Lastly, I will leave you with the wise words of my grandfather, "Hibbu ba'd, hibbu ba'd." Love each other, love each other. This is actually just said every time my siblings and I get into an argument, but it also applies to everything else in life. قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا تدخلون الجنة حتى تؤمنوا ولا تؤمنوا حتى تحابوا أولا أدلكم على شيء إذا فعلتموه تحاببتم أفشوا السلام بينكم. The Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم said, "You will not enter paradise until you have faith, and you will not have faith until you love each other. Shall I show you something that if you did, you would love each other? Spread peace between yourselves." Hibbu ba'd, hibbu ba'd. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. So my journey at MET started a long time ago. It started about 15 years ago to be exact. Since preschool, I felt as if I had grown along with this community and with this school. I watched the school grow from a little collection of trailers to the building and the gym that we stand in today. From a small young person splashing in the giant puddles that flooded the field and the play structure, I grew into the senior I am today. A journey that is long and meandering, but one for which I am grateful for. I would first like to express gratitude for all my teachers. They were the best. They would work to facilitate our education in Arabic, English, Islamic studies, math, science, and other subjects, and they cared. When things got hard, they would work to make things easy. Even when I didn't excel, they would still steer me in the right direction. In 6th grade, I remember how our teachers would ask us about what we did over the weekend. This was something I'm very grateful for because it showed that the teachers would care. They would listen actively, and they cared about us not just as students, but about us as persons. In Arabic, a class that I struggled about and I griped about, my teachers would make it fun. They understood how we faced difficulty in learning a second language, yet they also pushed us to become the best versions of ourselves. They didn't let us slack off and just sort of fade away in those classes. I also recall how dreadful my public speaking skills were. I would go up, I would try to avoid all eye contact, and I would hope that I could escape anywhere but the stage that I was standing on. But my teachers did not let me pass by, or they did not simply give me poor scores that I definitely did deserve. They would provide criticism and feedback, which I maybe did not fully appreciate back then, but with the clarity of hindsight, I feel indebted to. Now I can say that I survived a 20-minute senior thesis presentation, something that would not be possible if not for the careful attention that my teacher offered me. All in all, my experience with my teachers here at ISMET and OIA left me with a lasting impression. If I ever decide to take on the field of teaching, it would in no small part be due to the indelible impression that my teachers had left with me. I would also like to thank all the administrators at MET. They would always kindly facilitate our activities as students and make life easier for us with the work they put in behind the scenes. I know how much hard work you all put in, and I know that at times we could be a lot to handle, so thank you. I would like to also thank my classmates. My classmates were a group of dynamic, unique, kind, and respectful people. And they always accepted me, no matter how strange I could be at times or how unpleasant I might have been. It was an honor to be in the same class with all of you. I learned a good deal of how to be inclusive and how to be open-minded. I also found the competitive spark from very brilliant individuals that drove me to better myself. One thing that stuck out to me was during our debates, I remember how I would always try to come up with the best arguments I could and not leave any openings because I knew that the opposing team would always come with really strong arguments. I would also like to thank all the friends that I made, both within my class and outside my class. I enjoyed the time we would spend arguing about sports or playing basketball or just talking about life. I remember when I was in 6th grade, I joined a class where I was the youngest student, and the 7th graders in the class above me, they accepted me, they welcomed me, and we grew into close friends. Finally, I would like to thank my family. First, I would like to thank my mother for her tenderness and the care that she offered. You always provided that support and comfort that made home feel like home. You would always remind us of our religion and instill within us the values of hospitality that I hope to carry moving forward. I would like to thank my father for the support that he offered at home. I deeply appreciate the many conversations we had, whether it's about politics, business, or even other topics such as sports. I'm inspired by your work ethic. I would also like to thank my older sister for how helpful she was. I always could turn to you for advice, knowing how you took on the challenges before I did. I also want to thank my younger brother. Even though you were annoying at times, I enjoyed playing sports with you and talking about the jokes you made, and even listening to your jokes. And I'd like to end off by asking for one favor. I have been a very imperfect person, so I'd like to ask anyone that I may have hurt to forgive me. I hope that you can all overlook my lapses in conduct. As my journey in high school winds down, and my journey into the wide, somewhat daunting world of college and beyond begins, I would like to reflect on what a blessing these years have been, a blessing that can only come from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He provided me the opportunity to learn from such wonderful teachers, meet such unique individuals, befriend fantastic people, and grow up in such a kind family. My journey, as winding as it was, came with so many highs. My journey in high school marked one step in my journey of life. Every journey allows us to learn through the people we meet and the places we go. No matter what stage of journey you find yourself in, take the time to reflect and keep learning, because you'll discover, so long as you keep your eyes, mind, and heart open. Thank you.
Let's give a round of applause again to Malak and Raghib. May Allah bless them. We're supposed to feature stories of 4 students. Unfortunately, due to technical, we cannot do it, but we'll produce it online. But we want to showcase, the 8 students, their social determinants of health thesis, and bear with us for changing just the narrative a little bit. And then inshallah, later this summer, hopefully when we fix the problem with the 4 stories, we'll publish it again. So this is the social determinants of health. Each students in our high school, before they graduate, they have to defend what they have learned in these 4 years. And many of us in the faculty and leadership, we give advice and support to each one of them. We try every year to take a case, and analyze it and try to find solutions, by addressing this thesis. And inshallah, in the next few years, we'll be able to define the social determinants more and enhance it and advance it, and take this model that Malak did, the Muslim Education Trust, repeated in different parts of our communities and different parts also of our nation.
Islamic Academy, and my senior thesis this year will be on culture and education. So I'll pretty much be looking at the mores and practices of education in Islam and how they are the driving force behind the unification of disparate cultural identities into healthy, homogeneous communities, and are of central importance to the continued enrichment of social ideas that address the challenges facing Muslim societies today. I'll be looking at the solution, the action of culture and education, going back to those prophetic examples, taking the ideas that I started with, modernizing them, bringing them back into a 21st century perspective in order to render this idea that Islam honors culture and respects it. In Islam, how it institutes education as a key pillar of the religion. Everyone needs to understand this and have action items to do that. First, we have to educate ourselves and render our cultures actions for ourselves. Then we have to have action for our youth, how we teach them about culture, how we educate them to, and then action for our greater Ummah community. So it's a three-pronged step, inshallah. Then I'll be concluding. And that's pretty much in layman's terms my presentation.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Rosa Badran, and for my senior thesis project, I'm studying the roles that child safety and polluted air and water. I will examine solutions to addressing the need for neighborhood and physical environment health by exploring the Quran and Sunnah and explicating the prophetic approaches that can be implemented in the modern society we live in.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all. My name is Idris Ibrahim. I'm a senior here at MET, and I will be giving a brief overview about my senior thesis, which will be about economics. So the concept of Islamic economics stems from ideas explicated in the Holy Quran and the Sunnah as well. And over time, Islamic economics has been tweaked by many Muslim scholars to adjust for changes in the socio-political and economic circumstances without sacrificing any of the basic principles laid out in the Holy Quran and reinforced by the Holy Prophet, peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. The Holy Quran provides a framework for mankind, teaches man his obligations towards Allah, and serves as the guiding light by which human beings should conduct their social and economic affairs. Islamic economics is a complete system that defines the rules of engagement for the social and economic behavior of individuals. And I'm also going to be exploring different examples of using objectives of Sharia, such as creating Sharia compliance banking in Poland itself, as well as takaful banking, which includes fostering family issues, education, rental, owning, houses, and marriage. To conclude, I will also be exploring how all of this ties into social entrepreneurship of nonprofits, public support, and education. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Rahim. My advisors are Teacher Jawad and Anwar, and my topic is about healthcare systems and the social determinants of health. And I'm exploring how healthcare models in the United States can be improved by implementing an Islamic welfare system.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hatim Bashiro. I am a senior at Islamic Academy, and my senior thesis is about the determinants of food access. I'll be diving deeper into the food system and how the nutritional outcome affects the community as a whole, and I'll be doing so with the help of my mentor, Teacher Marwan Mahmoud.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Mona, and my senior thesis topic is about community and social context. My advisor is Teacher Mohammed, and I'll be delving into the evolution of community, specifically our Muslim community, and how the present communities are similar to communities that existed throughout the Islamic period. And I'll be researching on how the effects of our Ummah have on our physical and mental well-being.
Assalamu alaikum, my name is Bahar. My senior thesis project topic is family, and my mentor is Teacher Maysoon. We will be concentrating on multiple things that fall under the umbrella of family, and that's like a modern Muslim family and how we can raise the future generation of Muslims in the West, and the core values of Muslim families and the teachings of the Quran and Sunnah of how we can have a healthy family, because a healthy family equals a healthy society. Thank you.
What a blessing, to have such a wonderful group, and what a blessing to have such a thesis, May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us, among those that find solution towards healing and restoring and unifying our beloved community. Without further delay, we are going, to confer the diplomas for the high school. I will kindly ask my beloved brother Imam Najib, our senior Imam. Najib was the former president of the Muslim Educational Trust, by the way. Imam Najib was our second president here at the Muslim Education Trust, and I am the 9th president. Look how heavy to walk in the footsteps of Imam Najib. May Allah bless him. I will kindly ask our beloved former Vice President, Sister Leila Kali, to join me in the board here in the stage. I will kindly also ask Sister beloved Nadira, our first principal at the Islamic School of MET here, Sister Nadira. But last and not least, I will kindly ask Dr. Joeria Sayed, our Director of STEM program as a homeroom teacher, to join us too as well. We will go by alphabetical order with the honor of our Board of Trustees and our Board of Directors. Here we are presenting the high school diploma for our beloved students. First, Huda Abu Bakr Basharo. May Allah bless you, Huda. We have seen Huda growing as a young lady, and I dreamed that one day I'm going to dance in her wedding. Believe it or not, you know. We share a common heritage. Huda is a Somali, Yemeni, American, so the dance will be a Yemeni dance, ya Huda, inshallah. Similar to the Somali, not far away from Somali dance. The second beloved daughter of ours, another Yemeni, Somali, American, Muna Farah Dahir. Takbir. Huda, come here, Habibti, in the front here. Muna is a beloved, beautiful, peaceful young lady. May Allah bless you. Look how decorated her. You know, us over there, Habibti. Teacher Leila will give you, Sister Leila. My beloved Miha, I call her. I traveled the world and the 7 seas for her, you know. Musa, guardian, Kitbi. Our first Latina Emirati graduate. Miha speaks 4 languages. She speaks Spanish and Japanese and English. Leila, can you give her a name? And Arabic as well. May Allah bless her, you know. My beloved young scholar, I enjoy reading his work all the time. Raghib Ma'shuq Haq. Raghib is a young scholar. He's also a Hafid of Quran. And he led us many times in our Taraweeh prayer. Thank you very much, Raghib. My beloved young scholar, Idris Abdo Ibrahim. Idris is a Somali American. Idris is also Hafid of Quran. And may Allah bless him and reward him wherever he goes, inshallah. And Idris will establish our first bank, inshallah, here in Portland. Islamic Bank, inshallah. Come here, everybody here, please, in the front here, all of you. And our young, beautiful healer from the land of Iran, the land of Portland, my beloved Bahar Madani. I call her Baro. Bahar is a young, beautiful soul that Allah blessed us with, you know. Me and her mom are cousins, you know. My beloved young scholar, Adel Abdurazzaq Mahmoud. May Allah bless him and reward him. Another great young scholar. May Allah bless him. No? Muhammad, yes. Adel Abdurazzaq Muhammad. Until last minute, he always correct me, you know. Last but not least, a young lady with a great potential and beloved daughter of ours, Malak Ahmed Shams, a veteran in our school system. May Allah bless Malak. Malak is going to study nursing here, and she'll be a great healer, inshallah. May Allah bless you, Malak. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. All of you come here in the front, please. Come here in the front, please. Huh? What is it? Yeah, here, come. Huh? Who? Takbir to each one of them. Here, Joanna. It has been our tradition, to give parents, an award, what we call the believing parents, if they have graduated from our house school system. Some of them we already have recognized because they had previous graduates from our school system, and some, this is the first time they graduate somebody from high school. My beloved brother, Abu Bakr Basharo, and Sister Saadia, would you please join us on the stage? Come on. Saadia, where is Saadia? My beloved sister Aisha Muhammad Bafadl and Abdul Razak Yusuf, would you please join us? Aisha and Abdul Razak. My beloved sister Iman Mahmoud and Barad Farah Zahir, would you please join us? Iman and Farah Zahir. My beloved sister Nihal Al-Haddad and brother Ahmed Shams, would you please join us? Nihal. My beloved sister Farishta Maqsood and Farshad Madani Jan, may Allah bless you. Please join us. My beloved sister Evelyn Iguala, all the way from Salvador. Evelyn, would you please join us? Evelyn, bring your mama please with you. Evelyn, can you bring your mama? Evelyn, can you bring your mama please with you? She's also a believing grandmother, may God bless you. هذه Evelyn. I want to recognize a dear brother here that has been a blessing to us. He has been our HR lawyer, and now he joined us as a staff. Sister Sahar reminded me that the award is in the stage. Friends of the MET award goes to Brother Thomas Kramer. Thomas, would you please join us? To the believing parents and grandparents, we are very thankful to each one of you. May God bless you. May Allah reward you. May Allah bless the journey of our beautiful daughters and sons. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them among the healers and unifiers. May Allah bless their path and their journey towards healing the whole world and towards rejuvenating this ummah to reclaim its narrative. Sister Masuma and Brother Dr. Haq, would you please join us? They are believing parents. They received the award previously from us, but Sister Masuma and Brother Nazm al-Haq, join us please on the stage. Their first daughter, Maisha, received the award of the believing parents. May Allah bless you for raising another child, Raghib. And may Allah reward you, Come in please on the stage. Please, Sister Masuma. I hope I didn't forget any parent, but... Sister Saadia, you received already an award before previously. Please join us on the stage, Sister Saadia. Her son, Yahya Bele, graduated from here. He was another Hafid. Sadia, please join us. May Allah bless you, inshallah, and reward you. This is believing parents. They already have graduated first their daughter and their son from our school system. Sadia is a great Quran teacher. 5 of her We are really blessed to have each one of you. May Allah bless you, our students, and may Allah reward you. You have your finals this week, so study hard. We can claim it back, you know. May Allah bless you, parents and grandparents. May Allah bless each one of you. Shukriya, Jazakumullah khair, khayli mutshakkiram, and may Allah reward each one of you. Ameen, ameen, and keep us in your dua, and may Allah bless all of you. And thank all our staff, our supporting staff. May Allah bless you all staff. Sister Diala, Sister Elvira, Sister Julie, Sister Parveen, Brother Jibril, Sheikh Muhammad, Huda, and Teacher Jawad Khan, and many others that are here. And some of them are wherever they are. May Allah bless you and reward you for it. Thank you very much, parents. We have joined us for coffee and tea and some cake here. And thank to all our board members and all supporters. May Allah bless you, dear respected board members that are here. And may Allah support all the supporters of MIT. Ameen.
Good one.